Well, hello. So everybody's coming for Mila and Ashton Kutcher. And they're coming for Mila and Ashton Kutcher because they wrote a letter in support of Danny Masterson. That way he perhaps gets a lesser sentence. A lot of people are saying that this letter undermines, that was meant for the judge and not meant for the public, that this letter undermines the victims. Now let's look at the situation. Does it undermine the victims? It does. But are these people writing a letter for someone that they believe to be a good person based on the experiences that they had with this person? And perhaps they believe these allegations and they know that they are true. And even with that in mind, they still believe in the hope and understanding and the spark of that human being. Because people are myriads of elements. People can be monsters and people can be good people. But people can be rehabilitated and people can be transformed into heroes for humanity through a process of redemption. So then the question becomes, is that what Mila and Ashton were doing? They were seeking redemption for this human being. Because the reality is that if Danny Masterson truly redeems himself for the actions that have been placed upon him, then he can come out a much stronger hero and a much stronger individual for humanity. If he learns the damage of the actions that he has done and transforms those elements of darkness into elements of positivity and empowerment, then perhaps within the prison he can speak to convicts and have a conversation about sexual assault and what it does to victims. Perhaps we can see a true transformation of the human spirit through Danny Masterson and truly understanding the damage that was perpetrated upon these women. I believe that Ashton and Mila are good people. I do believe that they are good people. I believe that at the core of their soul, they put their money where their mouth is. They create organizations that help people. They are good people that want to build a better place, not just for their children, for your children, for our children, for everyone's children. They genuinely care. So it is painful to see people coming for people that genuinely are working hard to make this world a better place. I believe that we should give Ashton and Mila a sense of mercy. But at the same time, I believe that Ashton and Mila should see this as a wake-up call and a call to action, perhaps to even step up their work even more to help children and to help victims, just to show their true, genuine passion. Perhaps people didn't know enough, the way they were getting it out there and the information wasn't out there enough. But perhaps with this awareness, it inspires them to fire up their work even more, with more people empowered to end these horrible things that happen to women. So there's that element as well. I think it's also easier to take on Ashton and Mila and perhaps even Danny Masterson than to take on the system. There's a system that undermines women in so many levels that leaves young women terrified of the world and of men. 1 in 5 women is sexually assaulted, sexually raped. So those are statistics that should really seriously trouble us about humanity and how we behave with one another. These are questions that are seriously important to men, that should be important to men, and our perception on women and how we appear as a whole and how we can transform that, how we can empower women. So many questions are brought to the forefront for Mila and Ashton because they can take it. That's how the Lord works. The Lord gives you what you can take. So this is a blessing for Ashton and Mila. I know it may seem strange, but it is true. So I want to wish you all a wonderful eternity, especially Ashton and Mila, who are going through this whole situation, and victims of sexual assault all across the board. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Take care.